You'll get ready for a wild ride. We're mixing up some country with an electronic vibe. Gonna make you dance, gonna make you move. Hold on tight, we're about to shake your groove. With a few
Wow, just getting better and better every week. Every week, week 5 is this or week 4? I don't even know. I'm losing count, guys. OB podcast coming at you live again. Busy week, not a busy week. I don't know. I've been dying in bed all week, sick. How have you guys been?
Not sick, thankfully.
It's good.
It's been a long. You've been sick for a while.
I was fighting it last week, and then it just finally caught up to me. So it was out for the count on Monday, Tuesday, trying to get through Wednesday, Thursday at work, and then day off today. So chilling.
What kind of? How are you sick? Are you like? Do you need taken care of?
Oh, how am I sick? Oh,
What kind of sick are you?
I'm the biggest baby when I'm sick. I feel for my girlfriend in those scenarios because I could be like literally a baby, a child, an infant.
Yeah,
I'm guessing you guys are the same.
Yeah, I'm the worst. But that said, though, like, don't expect me to do anything around the house. Like Savannah, she does chore, like she just carries on, and so I just feel like a bitch. Yeah, when she's sick, like I just feel like a bitch. But like because it's just ass opposite. Like, don't expect me to do anything. Throw me a gummy, and I'll play PlayStation in bed for 8 hours and then sleep. So and I'm a happy man when I do that. Yeah, I do get sick quite often, actually.
If that's what I did when I was sick, I'd be fucking sick all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking awesome.
That'd be nice.
I'm waiting to get hit by the vid one more time. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Not vid if you don't test.
I'd welcome
it. I didn't say that. I'm just gonna throw that one out there.
That's really irresponsible of you, Drew.
Oh god. I mean, if my buddy just got COVID recently, and he said it was. I mean, at this point, it was cold. That was really it.
It just
it's kind of like what Drew has basically.
It gives me an excuse. It gives me an excuse to like not go into the office because I do have to go. Like I'm out in the field and then talking to customers. So like that's like my slam dunk. Like I'm home and I'm not going anywhere for a week. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm out of commission for 10 days. Yeah.
My 2 COVID leaves. I've had it twice, and my week leaves from having it twice have been amazing. So yeah.
No more COVID relief pays though. Unfortunately, I think.
Well, I just work from home on those days.
Yeah. The thing with COVID, it's like it's one of those things with work where no one's gonna argue with. Like you can say that I got COVID and I'm gonna be offline for like a couple, a day, like today or whatever, and no one's gonna be like, I mean, you can still work. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, all right, well, that's COVID. He's out today. It's like, yeah,
exactly.
Golf,
Yeah.
It's just something you don't question. Like, if you have a cold, if you have the flu, it's like, all right, he's fine.
Yeah.
Like, just like a get out of jail free card, really.
COVID was by far the number one. I don't want to go to work for the next week. Let's go ahead and just take off here.
Yeah.
Take a picture
that's a dangerous game, though, because what if you actually got COVID like the next week or 2 weeks after that? Then that's dangerous game.
Long COVID, and you're one of the rare people that got fucking long COVID. Can you believe this guy?
Came back.
It won't go away.
Yeah. You're one of the guys that keeps testing positive for the next month.
You just unlocked a whole slew of possibilities for me there, Lois, because I never even thought about that.
Long COVID, it's a percentage of people, but I tell you what, it's out there.
I'm one of them.
For like 4 years past, but I think you would have better luck a couple years ago getting away with that one. Maybe not so much these days.
God damn it.
I don't know.
It's big, a lot of movement today on the Los Chicago front. I drove 45 minutes outside of Chicago to a little place we like to call Golf Galaxy. And today got fitted for a brand new set of tailor-made pizza of the 90s.
Ooh.
But first of all, simulators, it's my nightmare. Like, it's just the worst thing ever. But Bob was very nice and very helpful. Give you a little rundown
Bob?
of what we got here.
What was his last name?
Me off, I think it was. So let's see. We got so we're in fork to pitch and wedge. We're doing extra stiff shaft. We're doing the degree,
Extra.
go off degree down to. Give me a little
Little
bit
moon shots.
all flight, yeah.
Yep.
And then my grip size, I'm going up in grip size. Yeah. So like
That's-
that. Which
I like that. I like that move a lot.
I've always had standard, and I've never done it. I've never swum in club without it. See, it was nice doing it with a slightly larger. I'm not, for me, it's
Like larger being longer or
No,
No,
like
wider,
thicker?
wider grip.
Yeah.
So there's a few golfers that will do that. I forget who, but some people will go. They'll go either like an extra layer of tape underneath. But I had a wedge. I had bought a used wedge from Golf Mart, and it had come with just like a bigger grip on it. Before I got it replaced, I played with it like 1 or 2 rounds, and I was actually like making good contact, good pure. And I don't know if it changed a whole lot of it, but it definitely opened up. Like once I heard that there's like bigger, wider grips, I'm like, maybe it's a go-to option there. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm surprised to hear that you went with that.
And because he was like, what size, grip or strip do you use? And I was like, I don't know. He's like, well, like squeeze the club. I grip the club, and he goes, you don't want your fingers like tucked in at all. And mine were like definitely like tucked in. And he goes, yeah. He said, let's just try it. Let's just try a bigger shot because you want to just slightly like touch it.
Tucked in being like that.
Like when you're holding, you don't want like to be able to grip all the way around. Essentially, like you want like just slightly like hold it kind of thing or touch it.
You don't want a Western grip.
You don't want a Western grip it.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Luke.
I've been
That was a
throwing
good
in the
one.
Western grip throughout that whole conversation,
I
like
saw it.
5 or 6 times. I'm glad someone acknowledged it finally.
I ignored it because I don't know what it is.
When did
You
these
don't know the
bad boys
Western grip?
come in?
Huh?
Go ahead.
You don't know the Western grip?
No, I don't like that.
God.
I don't know. I hate this. I really hate it.
It'll change your life.
You'll love it. It's like a
It'll
stranger.
change your life. Yeah, it's like if you're left-handed going right-handed,
Trick
it's
you upside down.
Western grip.
but you have
baby.
your thumb needs to. You got to work the thumb in there. You see how I'm doing that with the
Oh,
thumb? That's a signature part.
How do you guys normally jack off? That's how I've done it since I was 7.
Yes,
Well, then you know the Western grip.
Great.
I don't know what to tell you.
Great. I would have loved for your speakers to come on when we're talking about masturbation and the
that
Western
would have
grip.
been great. That would have been great. The maintenance guy would have loved that.
So that was it was good. It was good. And
So that was the news that you had? That you...
That's big news.
Good
I'm not,
news.
I just was confirming that was the news, because then you started it off to your like big news on the Chicago front. I'm like, where's Los moving? Is he moving to California right now? Is that what the news? I didn't know.
Well, I just like that I get a nice set of pings to play with, and I don't have to travel with my clubs when I go visit Chicago now.
Well, you have a nice set of tailor-made burners because
What
I'm
happened?
trading in the pigs.
Oh, all
Trading
right.
come on for those bad boys. So I still have an extra set. I don't need 3 sets. The nice thing too, guys, and like I don't want to say it, but it's just a perk of life for me in this moment. So clubs are $1,399 marked down to 0. Got them for free. So can't hit it on that, which is a nice
So
thank
often
you.
do you get that perk again?
Thank you workplace perk.
Do you get that every year, or
Every year it restarts on January 1.
so who gets them next year?
Just go ahead and flip me that health insurance perk, yeah?
Yeah.
I think, I mean, I don't
Take
know.
me to Bob, 45 minutes away from Chicago. I want to go see Bob Mehoff.
I got it.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, how long have you both had your irons?
Well, Luke got fitted. He's got a whole PXG set that he got fitted for, whereas like I've just been piecing together like Facebook Marketplace bag basically, and I'm proud of my bag considering what I had when I first moved back from New York. It was still playing with like my Pine Meadow set from when I was 12.
I remember those.
Yeah, I mean, great clubs. Don't get me wrong, and they definitely did their due.
Terrible
But
clubs.
they worked for beginners. Perfect.
I know, obviously.
But no, I mean, when I moved back, I just started hitting up the consignment stores, the Play It Again Sports, Facebook Marketplace, and I finally have like a decent set of 2018 Callaway Rogues, a nice Mizuno STX driver, good Callaway Rogue 5 wood, good set of wedges. I love my wedges. But yeah, I don't know. Just I don't have the means to go out and get fitted for a full set of irons, although that is a dream to get cured.
And if I didn't, if this wasn't paid for, essentially, I would have my pings for a very long time. But like and we talked about this, I think last week, and Drew knows this, but when I went to that true spec fucking fitting that I didn't know was a fitting, like, and they had me try a bunch of different sets. The P790s were the ones that I was just the most consistent with, and they just felt so much better than my current ones. And at that point, I was already, I mean, my stay fit money was kind of dwindling. So it was like just nice knowing going into it, like, these are the clubs that I want. Like, just try to get it done. And
Yeah.
when you were PhD here, those for a while.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I got them 2 years ago now, I think. Yeah, about 2 years ago. But I don't know. The nice thing about PXG, they're opening a store. I think what I told you guys, they're opening a store in Dublin where I live. So it'll be nice to be able to just like pop in and like if there's an open bay, like can I go try those Gen 6s or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know the ins and outs of all the irons, but I'd like to learn. And the nice thing about them is you can order clubs just individually. Like that's how they piece it together. So like I might start exploring some of the other options. Like I got like the entry level PXG iron, and it's good, and I hit them fine, but if I find something else that I like, then I might start to slowly piece together. Maybe just add a club a month or something like that, where maybe I'm sitting on 2 sets of PXG irons and I can have a mixed bag or something like that. So I might explore it. I think for me, like my problem with my golf game is like it can just get stale, and I think switching it up where I can and where it makes sense just helps kind of keep me like excited and keep my game moving in a forward direction. So I like to play with other stuff. Like I could sit on these irons for a long time and be fine, but that's not how I roll.
I've had like 3 drivers in the last 4 years, probably. Just I like this one. It works for me right now, and then I find another one where I hit it nice, and I'm just going to play with that. It just works. So whatever works for you,
Yeah.
But, yeah, piece it together in your own time too. So there's nothing wrong with that either. Like
the P790s though I've heard really good things, and I really want to go. I haven't swung one to clarify, but like I'd like to. If I were to switch away from PXG, that's the one that I've had my eye on.
How long is it taking for the shipment and stuff like that?
They said probably about a week, so I should get it like next weekend.
Awesome.
Dude, have you ordered clubs? Like have you had clubs shipped to you?
My pings got shipped to my house when I got them 2 years ago. These ones are getting shipped to the store.
Yeah, okay.
How cool is it?
The feeling of like when it hits your doorstep.
You see that skinny, it's just leaned up against the door. Oh.
It's the
wrappers to pull the club out and everything like that.
Kid on Christmas.
I think it's on my Instagram somewhere where I was just like, they're like clean, like, oh gosh, it's such a good feeling.
No dings on it, nothing, just pure.
It's up there with like the birth of my children and
opening up your golf clubs.
Yeah, like it's up there for sure. It's floating in a top 5 somewhere with that stuff.
Where does your hole-in-one rank?
Number 1.
Yeah. Insert the video right here. This is the moment where you insert Luke's hole-in-one video.
The video on, Jay. We put the video. That's so funny. Yeah, that's how I feel. I swear, like if that ever happens, hopefully one of these days in my life it will happen.
Witnessing it was the most exciting thing I've ever experienced. That was super cool. That was cool just to be there.
And you both kind of got robbed from the experience a little bit because you didn't see it go in. Like, just imagine how much more it would have been. It's already incredible, but like, just like the excitement level if you would have seen it go in, you know?
The excitement was there. I'm pretty sure. I mean, like the way
we
the ball
knew.
trickled over,
Yeah,
like
but,
it was.
but you didn't have the confirmation
Yeah,
until I ran up. But
I think
that was
I
the
think that
funnest
adds
run.
to it.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was the
adds
funnest
to
run I ever fucking made. I stopped the cart a good 100 yards
Shorter than you
before I
had
could
to.
like before I should have because I was just I had to get moving. You know what I mean?
I'm like, why did he stop there? I was still on the tee box. I'm like, why did he could have pulled up another 40 feet.
Yeah,
Fucking going.
Straight arm.
and my camera, I'm recording myself. You see my double chin. It's like it just wasn't a good angle. Your boy's chunky, so you know I was out of breath. That's for sure.
Bad bod for sure.
But yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I got 2 kids, so I've experienced that twice. I think the ace slightly edges that out, if I'm being honest.
Sorry, Gav. Sorry, Bert.
Yeah, each of them. Yeah.
They'll get it one of these days, you know.
Watch.
True.
He'll get one before.
Truth, from a sports perspective, what would you say would be like one of your greatest moments in sports?
World Cup, like a World Cup or any sort of like championship, dude. I don't know. I still I'll get emotional on any movie.
No, what you?
Before you go on, I mean like you specifically, like what did you?
Are you talking about a milestone that's actually happened to me?
Yeah, that you've done.
Like one as a coach, one state cup in New York. That was really cool. I never got to win one as a player, like growing up, and then I had coached my girls' team for like 5 years, and it was the last year I had them where we finally won state cup with them, and it was literally one of the coolest experiences ever from a milestone achievement for myself. But not as cool as a hole in one. Not as cool, but I'll take it.
It's not.
Yeah.
I think mine, because we won 2 national titles when I was in high school. That was cool. But my senior year, we had a televised game on FS1 against like our rival, and I had the game-winning hit basically. Like our place was. I ended up getting interviewed after.
That's cool.
17-year-old Carlos saying, I said nothing. I created the most cringy fucking thing I've ever done in my life, and I was just so nervous. He's like, all right, so then walk us to the end. I'm like, it's like 2-1. I think maybe it was 1-2. I don't really know. Like, he just he threw it. I hit it. Like, I knew it was coming. I was like,
you could have gone the Varsity Blues route. I just watched Varsity Blues the other night. Little Johnny Moxon. I just want to thank God. Yeah.
Just thank God.
Johnny Moxon's Johnny Moxon's only one man. Start referring to yourself in the third person.
So, it was the worst. And then coach the next day was like, "Good interview, Loves. Or good interview, no heart." I was like, "All right, go fuck yourself, coach." Like, thanks.
We had a high school game, high school soccer game against Bishop O'Dowd. They're our biggest rivals. The only other really good team in our league aside from Gasher Rally. So it was always a good game, and we were playing them at home, and there was a lot of people that came out. We ended up winning 3-2, but there was a bunch of lead changes. Like they scored, we scored, they scored. It was an exciting game, one of the most exciting games I've ever been a part of. And so the school paper reached out to me for a comment. It wasn't an actual interview. Like they literally Facebook messaged me like, "Hey, you want to comment on that?" And so I said something just like, yeah, like it was really exciting, like we scored and then they scored and then we scored again and then they scored again. And then I could have put it into such better terms of just literally walking you through so yeah, we scored and then they scored and then we scored again and then they scored, but then we scored last, so we won. Is there something like that, and it was awesome. That was my comment. And that lives forever in this school newspaper archive. And it wasn't my proudest comment.
Yeah, I had a link of that televised game on my computer, and that so every once in a while I'll just go watch that interview to help him. Like, whenever I'm feeling really good about myself, I'll just go watch that interview.
It's smart.
Yeah,
That's
smart.
amazing.
But like I said something along the line. I think I ended it with, we enjoy this. But we have a big game on Wednesday, and our focus is going to be on Wednesday.
You just did. Job's not done. Like, okay, bro.
Yeah. So bad.
remember we had-
fun. Okay. What do you think? Top of the wheel? Wait, go ahead, Drew.
No, go ahead. Let's get into the wheel.
See how to deal with them? No, I think. There.
That looks smooth. Did you just stop it?
Wait. Here we go. Best 90s movies.
Oof.
Tough.
Ooh. This is a very tough one.
There's a lot on this one.
A lot of cult classics out there that are very underrated. A lot of quotables that I think get overlooked, and I think maybe Luke's on the youngest side of these 90s movies, right? So I go to work and I start quoting some of these things and straight over heads of people. I'm gonna throw out one right now. Encino Man.
Oh, wow.
I was gonna. Two things here is one. Just because I'm the
Encino Man in so long.
I was gonna say Pauly Shore movies in general.
This is not a knock on you, Luke. By the way, this is just.
No, I know Encino Man. I just like it's not necessary to bring up the fact that I'm young. I'm very aware. I've watched Encino Man.
Wasn't meant at you.
Pauly Shore, Luke, you see this actor back in the 90s. Big. He was huge back in the day. Just want to make sure you know. It's really fair. His mom ran.
I don't even know why I have to bring up the fact that I'm young. I know 90s movies.
Nobody's
I'm very
talking
well aware.
about. Nobody's talking about you, Luke. I'm saying people your age don't maybe understand.
You literally
90s
just said, Drew. You literally just said it.
Oh my
literally
God.
just said, Luke, you're on the young side of this.
So
That's literally what you said.
All right.
Did you not say that, Carlos?
All right. So that's not what I meant it. It's not how I meant it, Luke. Relax.
Unnecessary.
All right. So I'm saying that people your age miss out on 90s movies. That's it. Goodness.
Don't goodness me. You literally said it, Drew. I don't know what to tell you.
So anyway, Pauly Shore, Luke, if you don't know, he really is by free.
Yeah, I have
Wikipedia.
No, lost.
Go ahead.
I'm too young.
Nah, Encino Man, that's a good one. If we're sticking with Pauly Shore, you're gonna about say something about Pauly Shore. Son-in-Law 2 is one. I think that's a 90s movie.
The greatest
that
movie.
is fucking so good.
If you had to, okay, I think while we're on the topic of Pauly Shore movies, like quick ranking, best Pauly Shore movie in the 90s. Go. Your favorite out of all of them. In the Army Now.
Jury Duty.
Biodome. Jury
Duty. Biodome.
Son-in-Law.
Why am I playing? There's one.
In the Army Now and Biodome are right up there. Encino Man's a good one though.
To me, I think it might be in the Army Now for me. I think that movie was so funny.
Andy Dick and David Allen Greer and so good.
It can't edge out.
Kids from A League of Their Own. That's another one. That's a 90s movie.
Oh, she's hot. She's hot in that movie too. She's
Gina Davis.
No, not Gina Davis. Her young sister Kit.
Yeah. She's a hottie in that movie.
I like the Owls.
I'm a Madonna in that movie.
I know, and Rosie.
A young Rosie.
Don't you start with me. Don't you start with me, kid.
Sterling, get him. Hey, get him, Sterling. Get Sterling.
What's the kid's name in that movie?
Sterling Angel. That's what they called him.
Sterling Angel, yeah.
Sterling? Is that it?
Look it up, it's Bergen. Oh, head. We're going That's okay. So League of Their Own, that's up there for me. If that movie's on TV,
I watch it.
It's one of the movies that will go on in the background. That one, A Few Good Men, another one. I mean, I tried not have been there for my top favorite movies of my life were in the 90s. Shawshank Redemption, I think that's my number one. I think in general. That's a nice movie.
Luke, what's your
Goodfellas was
top-
made in the 90s too, 1990. Goodfellas.
But
is
then
my
you can
favorite
go
movie
with
of all time.
sports route. I mean, obviously Sandlot. All right, like that's
Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks, yeah.
Mighty Ducks,
The
the Little
Big Green.
Giants, the Big
The
Green.
Big Green.
They're
I
just
can.
Rookie of the
all
Year.
classics.
I just
Oh.
watched Rookie of the Year the other day.
Little Big League, dude. Little
Little Big League is slept on, dude. Like Rookie of the Year gets it outshadows Little Big League, but Little Big League is a great
League
movie.
was a fucking movie.
We have an entire record song from that movie. I'm saying it's from that movie, but we have an entire weekend based around that entire Run Around Sue right there, baby. A little weekend in Miami, baby. Run Around Sue in Miami.
After party.
Oh, God.
Golly. Was I forgot. You're right. That isn't that fun. That's when they started getting good, right?
Yeah, that was like the little montage of them on their roll.
Yeah.
Gotta love a good montage.
And then obviously Ken Griffey Jr. being in it, which is the greatest thing ever. Also,
Yeah.
also the longest fly ball in center field catch of all time. I mean, he was running back for a solid 25 seconds, which just that, like the physics of that makes sense. But
Should we talk about the tobacco with the gum? As he just rolls it all up and throws it in his.
You ever done that? That's a man shit right there, dude.
Yeah, no.
I chewed for a minute and did that, and it made it. I mean, it tastes awesome to do it like that. But
Gum tobacco, love it.
Yeah.
and look at now you're going to the ER because you're swallowing sin packs, or pouches.
Tea leaves.
maybe I ought to go back to chewing.
Yeah, it's a 90s movies just because there's so many of them. Once you get on a roll, like just popping them out. There's so many of them.
Looks like Goodfellas. That's a go-to. I actually just watched that the other night. I watched that as I was going to bed. That's a solid one.
Yeah,
it's just right now. Tiger Woods is on the cart right now.
On the car, as in like he's not feeling good.
He's getting driven back somewhere.
Those back spasms.
And to LA. How do you feel about? All right, so let's social studies movies. What else we got? I mean, Adam Sandler movies. Obviously, Jim Carrey ran the fucking 90s. I think he can pop Jim Carrey movies.
I
think the most quotable for me out of all those, like the comedy guys, Jim Carrey was awesome. Obviously Pauly Shore like dominated the 90s in his stuff, but like the ones that still last are Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison for me. Like I can quote both those movies to a T, and like every day there I find some context to insert quotes from those movies in. And so I think those are my go-tos as far as like 90s comedies. And it's not a slight to any other ones. It's a hard choice. Yeah. But that's just what resonated with me and what stuck with me growing up.
Yeah, I'll say, Luke, one of those two that you just mentioned. There's another topic on here that's both overrated movies. And I think one of those two for me lands in that.
You think Billy Madison is overrated?
I just think it's just I don't think it's funny. I watched it 1,000 times. I thought it was funny when I was younger. As I've gotten older, it's like this is just so stupid.
I agree with that. I still quote it.
Masterpiece is a masterpiece. I don't know. I just don't find Billy Madison funny. There's like pieces of it, of course. But like
it's funny from the nostalgic standpoint of what I thought was funny in high school. Like I recognize that if I saw Billy Madison for the first time now, like I wouldn't find it funny. It's funny. We were visiting some family friends a couple years ago, and me and their husband, we were playing golf, and we started quoting Billy Madison. He's like, "Fuck, it's been a long time since I've seen it." So yeah, me too. Like, let's watch it when we get back to the house. So we put it on when we got back to the house. I fell asleep 20 minutes in. Like, and we weren't laughing. Like, it wasn't. I was like, maybe this is a bad call to watch right now, It's just more kind of like, I'll keep that to myself if I watch it again, Like, I'm not going to suggest that anymore.
You turn on Happy Gilmore, like, you'd be cracking up.
That's a great still a crowd pleaser.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Humor's humor, man. Whatever everybody likes. Hot take. I mean, voted the worst movie of 2007, I think, is one of Luke and mine favorite movies of all time. Norbit.
Of 07? Oh.
Yeah. Norbit. Go watch that one. That's a terrible movie, but that is freaking hilarious.
That's with, what's his name is in
Eddie
that?
Murphy.
It's Eddie Murphy. It's Eddie
Bowfinger.
Murphy and Eddie Murphy and Eddie Murphy. And
Speaking
then
of
I
Eddie
think Eddie
Murphy,
Murphy.
speaking of Eddie Murphy, one of the funniest Eddie Murphy movies that
I heard
does
you.
not get talked about, and
I
it's a
heard you.
borderline '90s movie. So I'm gonna squeeze it in because I think it's maybe 2000 or '01.
Yeah.
Is Bowfinger.
Bowfinger
Bowfinger is one of the most funny movies I've ever seen in my life.
Steve
Martin, Eddie Murphy,
Jamie Kennedy.
Who's the girl? Is that Heather Graham?
Heather
Is that
Graham. Yeah, Heather Graham.
Heather Graham?
Have you never seen
It's
this,
not-
Lowe's?
I don't know.
Oh, dude,
watch
you need to watch this movie. This is a solid.
It sounds familiar, but I couldn't tell you a thing about it.
Eddie, they filmed the movie. They filmed the movie of like like they use Eddie Murphy as like their main character for this movie that they're making, but he doesn't know he's in the movie. So like they follow him around and like film scenes and have people just run up on him and like say their lines and then they cut. And he thinks he's going crazy like the whole movie, and then they end up getting like a guy who's his brother. So Eddie Murphy plays two different guys in the movie, and the brother is like super nerd, like works at Burger King, like or just lost his job at Burger King or something like that. Like it's it's quality comedy.
It's a great one.
I'll put it on the list.
Oh, that's a good one. All right, moving through the movies. Are we ready for picks of the week?
Now that football's over, I'm excited to see where picks of the week go.
I have 2 picks of the week here. I have placed 2 not crazy bets, but watching golf here, we've got I'm going to take Patrick Cantlay just to go ahead and keep setting the tone and trying to take the lead at the Genesis event here. And then I am taking
But what do you mean? What does that mean?
Patrick Cantlay to win straight bet the Genesis Invitational.
Since your lock of the week is Cantlay winning the Genesis.
I have 2 picks, 2 different picks.
Yeah, I like 2 picks, and then maybe we discuss them and see. Luke, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, sounds good.
So Cantlay is the 1 pick, and then the other pick was I'm taking Steph in the little 1-on-1 3-point challenge against Miss Sabrina.
That's such a weak pick, dude.
It really is. It really is. I mean, should we bet the over on this All-Star game here?
Underwear?
Let's see here.
I don't think I haven't put it. Okay. All right. It's not popped up for me yet.
I have 3-point challenges. Let's see here.
When is the All-Star game?
It's this weekend.
Guess it's coming up.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Oh.
the
Hi, good.
over is set at 364 and a half.
Jesus. What is that? That's 180, 182 and a half.
Yeah. Something like
Jesus.
that. I'm not a good math guy, but
182. 364. Okay, so you're taking Steph. I'll take Steph on team under. I'll take Steph winning. I think that's gonna happen.
yeah. Did you see the video online? He just hit like 100 and something threes in a row or something like that. Yeah,
It's not surprised though.
he's heating up. He's cooking.
All right, Luke, what do you think? Which one do you take? Which one out of the 2? Because I'll ride with if we're all 3 doing.
I don't know. I think both of them probably hit.
You think
Yeah,
Cantlay? I think Cantlay.
Oh, not Cantlay. Oh, no. I'm not touching that. Sorry. I thought you were. Sorry.
Cantlay top 20.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Or 10 even.
I'm just a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed, Drew, and I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you why, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
You can look on my bookie, right? There's so much fucking fun shit to explore on here. And as I'm saying this right now, I'm looking at Saturday, February 17th and Sunday, February 18th. There's Call of Duty esports that we can gamble on. You know? That sounds fun. I don't know about you. It sounds fun to me.
All right,
Um,
let's pull this up. Virtual
Oh, I think
sports.
darts. I mean, darts are coming up too.
we can bet
Is
on
my man
Uruguayan
Liddy?
basketball league, dude. The
Is my
Uruguayan
16 year
basketball league.
old?
There's a game tonight.
Is my 16-year
Urupan
old?
de Pando.
Dude, we
Is my
also got the table tennis elite series that's in right now. I don't know if
See
you
what I'm
know.
saying, man? I mean, I'm just kind of a it's kind of a snooze fest. Kind of a
just not
snooze
a-
fest to gamble on the All-Star game.
Sorry, guys, I'm just not the big gambler here. So maybe help me out here.
That's
Point
what
me
I'm
in the right
doing.
directions. I know. I'm trying to find them right now.
I like this guy. I like a deep dive, and maybe, okay, because loop that in our parlay together as a group. Tesla, we'll start incorporating that a little bit more. Drew's gonna be the basic bitch of the group and just like give us the Warriors are gonna win kind of thing. We'll get the money line Warriors, and then we'll get into the check spot in fucking table tennis highlight group. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's really what I'm here for. I don't know about you guys, but that's what I'm here for.
I'm in.
So then let's start spinning them out.
But
we
okay,
got?
before we get all deep dive in that, I will say, I'm not touching Cantley winning, and I don't know. I guess I'd take Steph to win the
I'm about to
3-point.
take the max to stop in future fucking winner of 2024 F1. I'll tell you that. But that's neither there. Are you guys are MMA guys, right?
Yeah, the Volkanovski fight this weekend, right?
Well, how do we feel about
Taking
that?
a look at UFC
Let me look at the
odds.
odds here. So Volk is probably favored. Let me see, 298. Volk's probably favored. I think
Volkanovski.
it's slight favorite. So
He's a minus 125.
I would take Ilya at plus 105, and here's why. Volk took his last fight on short notice, like 2 weeks, if that, against one of the most dangerous guys in the world in Islam, and he got fucking knocked out hard. And a knockout like that, he took a head kick and to the dome and just went to sleep. And a knockout like that can fucking change someone's career trajectory, dude. It can. As dominant as Volk has been, I think this might be the one that unseats him in the featherweight. So I think that Ilya is a good pick there.
I'll take Ilya, and let's parlay that with something else. Then
There's some good fight.
I don't know. I'm not a big MMA guy, so I'm gonna lean on you.
Is this Henry Cejudo's first fight back?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Cejudo's a bitch. He's gonna lose.
Yeah, I know. I hope he loses.
Also, Mackenzie Dern is on the card. Do you know anything about Mackenzie Dern?
No.
She's born in the States, moved to Brazil like within the past 10 years, maybe. Now has a Brazilian accent. It's the most bizarre shit.
I think I have seen this girl. Yeah.
Yeah, she they have clips of her she's in her trajectory in the UFC of interviews hi, my name's Mackenzie Dern. So oh yes, I'm Mackenzie Dern. Who, what the fuck?
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways,
all right, we'll take Ilya, and then
with MMA parlay.
I'm cool with an MMA parlay.
yeah, it's a fun card.
Do we want to go? So do we want to say Cejudo's going to lose, right?
Who?
Yeah, Henry Cejudo.
Yeah, but I don't love minus 230. Actually, that's probably the best pick there.
Do you like the rounds instead?
No,
it gives the plus 191 odd with it combined.
Yeah.
All right, so
yeah, take that. Ian Gary, Jeff Neal. Ooh, I like Jeff Neal there. At plus 200. He's plus 200 on ours.
Yeah.
I'm taking Jeff
Okay,
Neal.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Neal, okay.
And
those
then,
three. Three. I think fours. We're getting cocky.
just one more.
We're already taking $200.
Just one more.
Just one more. Come on.
I'll do a Jeffrey Neal. I guess it's plus 7, almost 760 out. So I'll take that all day.
Plus 780.
Perfect. All right.
Do you like any other fights, Luke? Are you looking through them right now?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going rogue here.
What are you adding in here?
Whitaker.
You going Whitaker?
Yeah, that makes line up plus
you're taking him at
1149.
minus, or you're taking him.
I take him at minus. Yeah, I think he deserves to be the favorite. I think he's going to dominate Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa's overrated. He has a fucking nice physique.
All right.
All right.
Because it's Giants, you're like, boy.
We're gonna do a nice one here. Because
We're confident in these.
What's that?
We're confident in these. I'm doing it. So we got Ilya plus 105 money line. We got Barab minus 238. Neil plus 95, and Whitaker at minus 238.
yeah, I'm going to 2 unit.
If there's anyone who throws it off, it's going to be Neil. But
That's gambling.
That's gambling. Yeah.
There you
gambling. All right. On that, okay, so Drew, real quick, I'm gonna do the. Now it's popped up. That able to find it. Do the NBA All-Star 3-point contest winner.
What are you doing tomorrow night, Luke? Fights?
Come on by.
All right.
You guys gonna hang out and watch the fights?
Yeah, I usually go to his house. Definitely.
Nice. Is it the fights are tomorrow? All this card is tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, is it? It's not pay per view, is it?
It is.
Yeah.
I'll give you my login.
FaceTime you guys.
Yeah.
If I'm with Luke, then yeah, we'll give him the login. But if I'm not, then sorry.
Don't tell Dana White.
Yeah.
I love it. I was Luke. I'm going to pass it to you to take us out.
Take us out. Okay, hi everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and take us out here. Thanks, guys, for listening today. It's been a pleasure.
Nice.
See you later. Play the song.
We're about to shake it through. With a fusion singularity, a sound you never heard. Electric guitars make beats and make your heart search. Satellite